I have a song called Egret Stomp, which is a song that I wrote while I was doing my residency in New Orleans. I was at a studio in the woods, which is a writer's residency. You learn about the environmental challenges of that area. There was this fella named Dave Baker, who's the botanist in charge, and he's known that land for 20 years. He's worked on these same grounds, and he was teaching me so much about the land. And on one of our walks, I said to Dave, what are all these little like mounds on the ground? There's all these little clay mounds. And he said, those are crawfish chimneys. And I was like,
what?
Pardon me? He explained to me that the egret is a predator of the crawfish, and the crawfish, in order to get away from the egrets or to hide from them, bury themselves into the clay, and then with their claws, they build this little chimney over them. And so they are at the bottom of this little clay hole, and they built a little chimney. And so the egret all of a sudden can't get the crawfish anymore, doesn't know what to do, even though it has a super long beak and super long legs. So I am trying to write about really like important things, and I just can't stop thinking about these crawfish chimneys and why the egret hasn't figured out that it still could easily get the crawfish. And so I wrote a song called the Egret Stomp, which basically imagines that the egret figures out that it can just like kick over the crawfish chimneys and then have all the crawfish that it wants. Turns out like people quite like that song, and oftentimes people have told me like, that's the best song you ever wrote, and I'm like, really? I just never expected that this song would be as loved as it is.
That's
because
awesome.
It's just so silly to me, but also it's like a song just needs to be a song, you know? You can't stop the chomp. You can't stop the chomp.
You really can't.
I come down with the Egret Stomp. 'Cause no, you can't stop the chomp. I come down with the Egret Stomp. Who's the queen, baby, of the swamp? I come